Maria, you gave a really wonderful presentation at our Youth Ministry Initiative Symposium on Urban Youth Ministry, and one of the exercises you facilitated was to hand out something that looked like a bullseye with 3 concentric circles, and you asked us to work together to reflect and identify for ourselves what were our core values, and what were the values that we kind of picked up from our families, and then what were the values that came to us from the culture and from our society. What was the function and purpose of that exercise, and why is it important for youth ministers?
Well, to begin with, I think anytime you want to work with other people, you need to know who you are and how you view the world and how you were formed. So it's a sense of knowing where you came from and knowing what you value now because of the way you were formed, and how that impacts the decisions you make, the ways you answer questions, and the ways you talk to other people. So unless we really can look and take a moment to unpack the influences in our own lives, it's hard to then impose those on others. And I think one purpose of the exercise was to not only be self-reflective, but to also be aware that others in the room have this same set of circles that have different answers. And until you are aware of where there are connections and where there are disconnects between those sets of circles and answers, you can easily jump to conclusions and assumptions and make horrible mistakes because you made those assumptions. So it's starting with the humility of trying to know who you are, and then how you can then listen to where others are coming from. So it just makes you pause and think about, first, how did I come to be, and am I now willing to listen to where others are coming from and how they've come to be, so that we can meet in the middle and have a conversation. So it's opening the conversation with a bit of humility on both ends.